Welcome to Some Awesome Mondays, good looking people. I'm Someone Awesome Rob, and today we're going to be talking about Disney Infinity 3.0 and just making stuff up. I'm going to say right now, I'm making all of this up. It is not fact. Don't wait till the game comes out and then go be disappointed and be like, oh, but that guy said this was going to be in it. I don't know. I'm making this up. These are my predictions. Putting on my psychic hat, taking a guess, and having a look at Disney Infinity 3.0. Star Wars, maybe. If it's not Star Wars, I'm sorry, but it seems most obvious that it would be Star Wars. I mean, Disney bought Star Wars. They have the Star Wars Rebels show on the Disney Channel, and The Force Awakens comes out in December. So it would be a big missed opportunity to pump out a whole bunch of Star Wars toys that people are going to buy like crazy. Which means we'll get Star Wars playsets, if they're still doing playsets in 3.0. I say if, I don't know, they might go to those little disc game versions. But if they do, don't just do Star Wars playsets, please. If you do in a prequel / original, so we'll get some figures that we want. Han Solo, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, old Ben Kenobi, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor. Darth Vader, give us Yoda. I guess Anakin Skywalker. Princess Leia, you gotta have Princess Leia. Because you are lacking in the lady department with all of these games. Especially the Marvel superheroes one. You didn't even have one lady superhero. That was a bit disappointing. But when it comes to that, pump them out. Pump out Yoda. Boba Fett? Maybe. Because I expect at least 20 Star Wars figures here. At least. Minimum 20. So will you branch into the Emperor for your villains? Boba Fett. Darth Maul. General Grievous. Will they be in there? Or will you have these Star Wars Rebels characters, which I honestly do not care for. I'm not watching the show, so Star Wars Rebels, if you do a playset for that, I'm not going to care for it. Which I expect you to, because I can't see you doing a Force Awakens playset just because of the release date. December, and when your game will probably come out, maybe September, November, you're going to have to either push the game back or hold the playset back and then pump out those toys when that movie comes out, which is kind of what I expect you to do, because JJ is holding secrets. No one wants to know what happens in Star Wars until they see it. So putting out a playset and character figures before the movie's released is pretty risky and probably going to PO the movie creators like JJ. So, and plus Disney owns it, so I'm sure they're smart enough to realize, like, no, we can't bring out Disney Infinity 3.0 Force Awakens right now, because it will spoil everything and it will ruin everything. But playset wise, that's what I expect. And character wise, I'm kind of curious where you'll bring your villains from, because you've kind of got, I guess you could definitely have Darth Vader. If you don't have Darth Vader, you've mucked up massively. So it'll be interesting how that game works, especially will they bring in the Force abilities for these Jedis? Like, will they be able to float blocks, float people around, Force choke stuff? Curious. But playset wise, why I say 2 playsets limited to Star Wars is because Marvel Superheroes playsets sucked compared to the original game, Disney Infinity. That game had some good playsets, very unique playsets, like Pirates of the Caribbean's open world sailing game, Disney Infinity's Lone Ranger with the train and stuff, like very unique stuff. 2.0 kinda blew chunks when it came to that department. Swinging around the city, flying around the city, wasn't fun. So limit yourself. And you had no Disney character playsets. Like, there was no Pixar, there was no Tinkerbells, whatever it was. But the first game had a great variety of playsets. Wasn't fun going around a grey city in the snow the whole time. Kind of boring. So limit yourself to 2 playsets Star Wars wise, original trilogy, and then your new stuff if you're going to do new stuff. And then, of course, when it comes to Disney characters, these are the figures I expect. So maybe bring out a playset for these. I've written them down in front of me so I don't forget them, because that would kind of suck. I don't want to do a video and they go, idiot, you should have mentioned this. But Mulan, these are my high chance characters. These are the ones I really expect to be in it. Doesn't mean I want them in it. I'm not saying, you gotta have these guys. I'm just saying these are the ones I expect to be in it. Mulan, Minnie Mouse, Cinderella. Now this one I kind of say, like, Cinderella. There is a Cinderella movie coming out this year, but I don't know figure-wise what she would do combat in, like, would she chuck mice at people? I'm not sure. So Cinderella's a maybe. Peter Pan, gotta have Peter Pan. Gravity Falls is your TV show play set. If you're not gonna do Star Wars Rebels, which I do not care if you don't, Gravity Falls would we want to go for? Because you have Gravity Falls Power Dash, you have Gravity Falls stuff in the game, and everyone won't shut up about having Gravity Falls in the game. So I expect them to be in there. Now, the smaller chance ones, such as Ant-Man, will they add in Ant-Man or Ultron towards him? Like, will they keep pumping out Marvel characters, or is that it? Are they done? Will they add Ant-Man? I'm kind of curious to that. Everyone wants Simba. No, Simba. I cannot see Simba doing it. He has no thumbs. He's not going to hold guns. He's not going to put on jetpacks, fly around, drive cars. I don't think they know how to add in Simba. The same goes for like swimming characters like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, which I'll talk about in a minute actually. We won't jump the gun. Mowgli and Baloo from the Jungle Book. See, Baloo is an animal who does have thumbs in a way. So he can totally jump around and have guns and stuff. Where Simba, he's on 4 legs, not going to be doing much. But Winnie the Pooh characters, maybe. I could see a Winnie the Pooh playset going pretty well. Now this playset, I expect either a playset or at least 2 to 3 figures. I want to say 2 figures. And that'll be Anger and then take your pick. Anger will totally be one of these figures. And this is because Inside Out I'm talking about. Pixar's new movie coming out. They do have another movie at the end of the year, The Good Dinosaur, but I don't think they will put out figures for that. So Inside Out, I expect at least 2 figures from that. And that'll go on their Disney side of characters that they will release. Which means we'll probably get them at launch because the movie comes out like straight in the middle of the year. So like at least the initial release is starting in the middle of the year. I'm not sure about like other countries if they'll get it because we got Big Hero 6 way later than the actual original release. So if that's the case, then I don't know. Maybe they'll come out at launch or maybe they'll be delayed until next year. But hopefully not. But then it brings up the topic of 4.0. What will we get next year? Disney Infinity 4.0. I expect Finding Dory to play a little bit of a playset, like a playset maybe. But then it kind of makes the characters, if you add Dory and Nemo, what do they do outside of a underwater playset? Like, can they flap around, swim around? I'm not sure, but they need to add some kind of water system in there to make toy boxes more unique. So that will be the next step. I think that's a very difficult one to add, because at least then, if you do work out how to do that, you can add in Ariel, because she can swim, but she also has her human form where she has legs and she can walk around. So she is the perfect one to like kind of bridge that gap. You got the toy box walking on land, and you can go for a swim. She's like, out of all the characters, she's perfect for it. And then, like I said, how would they work out the little fishies in the sea, Dory and Nemo and Marlin? I'm not sure. But they're my predictions. That's what I expect from 3.0. We got into a little bit of 4.0 there. But 3.0, Star Wars, 2 playsets. Then bring out some Disney playsets, maybe Inside Out, a Mulan. Winnie the Pooh, I think, would be the perfect playset. Because you can have like a big forest and stuff. But we'll see. I'm not sure. I want to know what your thoughts are on Disney Infinity 3.0. Do you agree with anything I've said? Or do you think it'll be Disney Infinity 3.0 slug racing? They're going to have a new slug racing movie just so they can make a slug racing game out of Disney Infinity. I hope not. That's a terrible idea. Or is it? Let's go for a cruise. Let's cruise around Tatooine. Air quotes Tatooine. This is my very rushed, whipped up thing. Watch out for these Tusken Raiders. Tonight the role of Tusken Raiders will be played by Cavendish Pistolman because